Every girl wants the perfect wedding. Every bride wants the perfect dress. But there is one section of society that demands perfection more than most.
I told him, okay, if you want to propose to me, don't choose the ring. I need to choose the ring.
It was probably the price of a small car.
This is the extravagant world of luxury weddings, where money is no object.
This dress would be approximately £40,000.
Do you say diamonds are a girl's best friend?
Yes, they are now. I've turned into a bit of a diamond monster.
We meet Britain's most privileged brides.
This is my day to be a princess.
The more expensive the wedding, the more demanding they become.
And the people striving to create bridal perfection.
Every bride is allowed to be demanding, especially when they're spending this amount of money.
You're looking at £500,000 for this piece.
Who cares? Put it on, have fun, make your friends jealous.
Some people might think that's a lot of money to spend on a wedding, but if you have £1 million, why not spend it on a wedding?
The UK bridal market is worth over £10 billion. Something British wedding dress designer Caroline Castigliano has been cashing in on for the last 24 years.
This is about beauty, cut, fabrics, movement. It's about when that girl stands there, looks in the mirror, and she says, wow, I never ever believed that I would feel and look like this in my life.
UK brides spend an average of £1,000 on their wedding dress. But staff here tailor for clients willing to spend up to 40 times that on Caroline's bespoke handmade gowns.
Is there a top price for the dresses here?
No.
It could just be as expensive as they want them to be.
I think I would prefer to be a little bit more discreet about this. Yeah, well, we have clients, obviously, that money is no object. We don't discuss price at all. We just create an amazing dress for them.
It's summer, the busiest season of the year for Caroline and her team.
Lovely to see you. Please come in. How are you today?
Fine, how are you?
Staff can see up to 15 brides a day who've managed to secure an exclusive appointment at Caroline's Knightsbridge boutique. But for some girls, one wedding dress is not enough for their big day.
So most brides just go for one dress, or you're looking to have two?
I am. It was actually my dream from the beginning to have two. This is my day to be a princess. And I want to make the most out of it. And I will now in these two fantastic dresses.
Girls buy into the whole overall power of the dress. I really, truly believe that since they were very, very young, they have dreamt of this day.
The next appointment is 23-year-old Jordan, a hotel heiress from Durham.
Hello. How are you?
Northern weddings are usually much bigger than southern weddings. And surprisingly, I don't think London is the biggest spender for England. I think a lot of the northern brides spend a lot of money. Which is interesting, because you wouldn't expect it, would you?
For over a year, Jordan and her family have travelled the 300 miles to Knightsbridge so Caroline can create her dream wedding dress.
I'd be quite honest with you, if somebody comes in the door and they've already decided Dad is going to let me invest £15,000 on my wedding dress, they definitely probably won't buy a dress that's £5,000, even if they look like royalty in it. They still won't buy it.
Today is Jordan's final fitting before she takes home her fairy tale gown for her wedding to childhood sweetheart Matt in 1 week's time.
I do feel it's swinging slightly. This is just... Yeah, it's nice. It's nice now. Are you happy like it?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Oh, don't stop me. You got a tear?
No,
I'm happy. You, Lauren? You have?
That's absolutely beautiful. Isn't it lovely?
Yeah. You happy? You
Should be. I think for a girl, the dress is what everyone looks for. It's like the first thing everyone wants to get sorted. People would rather spend more money on the dress than looking perfect on the day.
Are you all right?
Oh, you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
Jordan's dress has taken weeks of complicated work, with many amendments from the bride before she was finally satisfied with her dream design.
Every bride
is allowed to be demanding, especially when they're spending this amount of money.
We started like pinning bits together from different dresses because I liked the top of one and then the bottom of the other, and then it just all started falling into place, really.
Jordan's dress is made from one of the most expensive silks in the world, often costing several £100s a metre.
And tell me about the material of this dress. Do you know anything about it? Do you know what kind of material it's satin?
No, I think it's silk. I think. Zeppelin, is it? I don't actually know about fabric.
Caroline's dresses are quite expensive. Is it worth the money?
I think once you've seen your daughter in something so beautiful and she's so happy, you do stretch that extra mile for it, really.
Thank you. Thank you.
After 5 fittings and numerous alterations, Jordan's dream dress is finally ready for her wedding next week. All of Caroline's couture dresses are meticulously hand-cut, stitched, and beaded at her design headquarters in Lincolnshire. With prices ranging from £5,000 to upwards of £40,000, making these bespoke dresses takes a certain kind of dedication and an impeccable attention to detail.
You are talking about a long journey. I mean, for a dress that's coming literally from the moment of creation right through to actually being finished, that maybe you're even creating laces and beading the entire lace to create the look that that client particularly wants. You're talking about many hundreds of hours.
Caroline and her team are in the process of making one of the most expensive dresses they have ever created.
This dress, which is obviously all beautifully hand-beaded and appliqued on French Chantilly lace, you'll see in a minute, it's absolutely beautiful. This dress would be approximately £40,000.
And what kind of client is buying a £40,000 dress?
Middle Eastern.
At £40,000, this dress is the same price as Kate Middleton's gown for her 2011 wedding to Prince William.
I think the only thing there is we just want to be careful of the waistline so that we don't lose the definition and make it look too thick. It's all the detail. It's everything to do with these tiny little details that will take this dress from being a dress to being really something super special.
Is this where your perfectionist side comes out?
Well, it probably is when I'm a pain in the neck. Is that what you actually mean, Emma?
Every day, Caroline deals with brides who are prepared to pay vast sums for their dream dress.
Business is going well.
Business is going very well. It's the most important dress you'll ever wear in your life. It's perfection.
Couples in Britain spend an average of £21,000 on their big day. But in the elite circles of the rich, this kind of budget will barely cover the dress. And when the dresses are this expensive, you need to make them from the finest fabrics in the world that can cost up to £2,000 a metre.
That is absolutely fabulous. These are what I call a work of art in their own right. They are artists that are creating these.
Would you like to see the new collection?
Absolutely. This is very pretty, don't you think? Oh, wow. This is fabulous for the summer.
This lace that we make is one of the most luxurious fabrics that exists in the world. So, yes, it has its own price.
With their unlimited price tag, Caroline's dresses attract the rich, the royal, and the famous who travel from around the world to her exclusive Knightsbridge boutique.
Yeah. Do you like it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I think it blends very well with the skirt.
It's incredible, the clients that we have. They come from all over the world. We deal with clients sometimes, and the family don't deal with money. We have to deal with their lawyers to be paid and things like that. So, you know, it's on a different scale.
29-year-old Iranian bride-to-be Giza is getting married at a lavish wedding in Turkey at the end of the summer. Today, she's travelled to Caroline's shop just to try on veils. The dress Caroline will create for her will be an intricate gown bejewelled with 200,000 sequins and 50,000 beads.
Can you imagine it in the venue where you're getting married?
But it goes like perfectly with the place. It's like an old palace, an old Ottoman palace.
Oh,
so
beautiful.
it's like, yeah.
So I think the big spenders come from mainly abroad because they've invested a lot of time to come over. They will fly back for fittings each time. Middle Eastern, you know, if the English bride is spending 10 grand, the Saudi Arabian client's spending 25. There's a huge difference.
My fiance was very understandable. He was like, okay, I know this is the most important dress that a woman is gonna wear in their lifetime. So yeah, if you really like it and you love it, we'll get it. So, but yeah, I think as usual, I got the most expensive dress in the shop.
Tell me a bit about your ring.
So I told him, okay, if you wanna propose to me, don't choose the ring. I need to choose the ring. So he knew that he doesn't have the option to choose it himself. He's like, okay, why not get something very simple? I was like, no, I don't want something very simple. I want something very blingy. So yeah, he was like, okay.
Bye. Thanks, Caroline.
Once a bride has found her perfect dress, hours of preparation and planning are required before any luxury wedding can take place. But most privileged brides don't do this for themselves. They can pay someone else to do it for them.
If it's physically possible, we'll make it happen. It might come at a cost.
Bruce Russell is one of the most sought-after luxury wedding planners in London.
So this is the Lancaster Ballroom.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Today, he is meeting one of Caroline's wealthy clients at the iconic Savoy Hotel, a preferred wedding venue of choice for the rich and famous.
If you've got the money and you've got the budget to spend, and if you want to spend £1 million, why not spend it on a wedding? It is the most magical day. We can do up to about 320 for a dinner dance. We'd have the doorman on the door to greet guests as they arrive, staff directing guests as they're coming up and down the stairs. You've got sort of roses, you have peonies, you've got stalks in here, hydrangeas. You've got a mix of different flowers in there that just really make it quite fluffy and romantic.
Greek bride Irina wants to throw a lavish and luxurious London wedding for her 350 guests. But to have that wedding here at the Savoy will cost a minimum of £70,000.
Personally, I like that sort of glamorous and luxurious feel. It's a special day. I think this is one of the best venues that we've seen, definitely. It's just absolutely lovely. I think it ticks a lot of the boxes.
Irina has already bought her silk Duchess satin gown, embellished with over 150,000 crystals.
That's one of the first things I've sorted out is my dress. I love it. I can't wait now. It's going to be a long wait. I've got to wait a whole year, but yeah, really looking forward to seeing the sort of finished dress and trying it on and being able to enjoy it.
As the tour continues, the extravagances keep on coming, with a look at where the happy couple could spend their wedding night.
Welcome to the Royal Suites.
Oh, yeah.
At over 3,500 square feet, the Royal Suite measures almost 4 times the size of the average UK home.
The view's amazing.
It is. I think what gives the Savoy its sort of charm is the fact that it is on the River Thames. It's got the most amazing views from, you know, Westminster to Canary Wharf, really. Lovely feature. Relax there the night before in the bath. It's definitely made for royalty.
It's a bath with a view, isn't it?
It is, if you leave the doors open. Typically, the Royal Suite would go for about $10,000 per night.
Value for money?
Definitely, it's the Savoy. Where else can you hire the entire facade of the 5th floor overlooking the Thames? Absolutely stunning. It comes with its own butler. It's my mission to make sure that you have the absolutely perfect day.
It ticks a lot of boxes, definitely.
Well, let me walk you out.
Yeah, thanks very much.
My pleasure.
Do your services come at a price?
They do. As with anything else, I would, you know, without putting myself in a box, it's usually anywhere from 15 to 20% of an overall budget, and weddings normally start from 150 to 200,000 and up in terms of an overall spend. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of where I stand.
Many of Caroline's brides decide not to marry in the UK. instead opting for more exotic locations.
We do weddings from all over the world. You know, some people will be hiring a magnificent villa on Lake Como. And then, of course, they may be in some magnificent palace in the Middle East.
29-year-old bride Katie has arrived for her final dress fitting before her wedding in southern Spain in 1 week's time.
And the length is okay?
I think it's perfect, just touching the floor. Do you like it?
Yes, I do.
Please come in. Okay, hold your breath.
Oh my god. That's actually so weird. You look like a proper bride.
Funny that. We met online, which is interesting, modern day. And we just get on so well. He's a lawyer and he's just great, comes from an amazing family. I'm a bit of a control freak. I think I emailed him a picture of the ring after about 3 weeks of dating. Not that I'm a bunny boiler or anything. So subtlety isn't my finest point, but he did really well. He's got a friend that's a jeweler and he made it exactly how I wanted it. So it's a princess cut diamond with triangles either side. It's really beautiful. I'm really happy with it. I'm a bit paranoid about keeping it clean.
The corset was already taken in and it's just at the moment I think it's quite lovely and snug.
Do I look fell?
No, I don't think so. Is that every bride's question?
Fantastic. Does my bum look big enough? And is it an expensive dress?
Yes, really expensive. Yeah, more than we had intended on spending. But it's always the way. Always the way.
Katie's dress has had 250,000 beads hand-sewn onto the finest lace. This kind of attention to detail means Caroline's dresses are amongst the best money can buy.
What would you say to people who feel that's a lot of money to spend on a dress?
You're absolutely right. It is a lot of money to spend on a dress. Yes. I always feel uncomfortable talking about money. If you want me to say it's good value for money, it would be like pulling teeth, because I'm embarrassed.
British people may have a seriously extravagant wedding. Money and discussing money it is just not seen to be done. It's still a stiff upper lip, I think.
Worth it?
Yes, I think so. I hope so. I'll tell you afterwards.
Katie will now fly her precious cargo over 1,000 miles to join 200 guests for the most important and expensive day of her life. Dresses aren't the only thing that Caroline's brides splurge on. For some, jewellery is also at the top of their shopping list. But when you have an unlimited amount of money, you don't have to buy things yourself. Your lifestyle consultant can do that for you.
Today I've got a client coming in, Julienne, and we're taking care of a wedding dress for one of her client's children. And now we're looking for some beautiful jewellery pieces the father would like to give the bride for the wedding as a gift.
Caroline has brought along diamond dealer Neil to show Julienne some of his precious jewels.
Hey, Julienne!
How are you? Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you.
Fantastic. Julienne, she's a consultant, an advisor. She advises on everything really to do with their life. She will be advising on schools for their children, homes for them to buy, interior decorators. She has very wealthy clients around the world.
Now, this particular pair are about £175,000. Put your hands out like that, and you can see there you have a 10-carat round brilliant cut diamond. Now, that is a 6.5-carat pear cut diamond.
I think the 10-carat is probably more appropriate.
So 10-carat pear cut studs.
Yes.
And then you'd need something like a 12 to 15-carat pendant.
I think that would look very stunning. I think any father of the bride is going to want someone to look spectacular on their wedding day, especially their daughter. So.
And it's a hand-me-down piece, it's there forever, isn't it?
The wonderful thing, obviously, about working with Neil is that he can get you the diamonds, exactly what you want, and make it into any piece.
Now, this is drawing my attention. What is this exciting
piece
that you've
here,
got displayed here?
Yeah, it's rare and very, very expensive. All set in platinum. Mm-hmm. So you've got pear-cut yellows and round whites. It's a very rare league, this. These are where diamonds become very sexy. And this is not just a piece you wear on your wrist, this is a store of wealth.
I think I've got another client in mind for this one as well, Caroline,
yes.
Actually. Yes. Not the same bride because she likes more simple things, but I have got another person who might be very interested in that.
She can have bigger or she can have smaller. So that's the beauty about it.
And what sort of price would that one be at the moment?
Well, you're looking at £500,000 for this piece.
Sounds very good to me. I'm just thinking that would be spectacular for her to wear in the evening and going away on the honeymoon.
Yeah, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
So she goes and puts it on with her dress right before she actually leaves. How did that go? Very well. Very, very pleased. I really think Julian was thrilled to actually meet Neil. And once we got talking, we suddenly started to realise about other clients that would also be very interested. It was excellent, excellent meeting.
And she didn't flinch at the price?
No, well, of course not, because her clients really can spend any amount of money. So price is not the object. There's not any sort of concern as far as that's concerned. You know, the price is the price.
It's just one day until 23-year-old hotel heiress Jordan can showcase her opulent silk wedding dress. Most brides have to hire a venue for their wedding, but not Jordan, who was able to take her pick from her family's portfolio of luxury hotels.
What are you guys most looking forward to about tomorrow?
It's the actual get married part in the church.
Yeah.
After that, it's just a bit more of a relief after that, you know. It's a nice...
We can just enjoy ourselves
with our family and friends, yeah.
The couple got engaged on a romantic trip to Dubai 1 year ago.
The proposal, it was actually just a nightmare getting things through customs. Because obviously she kept asking, what's this in your pocket? And obviously I stupidly enough got the biggest box that you could keep a ring in ever. So then, yeah, I took her for a walk on the beach and we stayed at the Atlantis, so in the middle's kind of a big arch, and then got down on one knee and didn't hear anything for about 10 minutes because she couldn't breathe.
Tomorrow, she will marry her childhood sweetheart in front of 300 guests at one of the Northeast's most anticipated weddings of the year.
Everybody wants to know about it. And I must say, it is the talk of the town. Everybody just wants to know. They all keep coming in going, Claire, Claire, but that's it.
Everybody's talking about it. We haven't posted anything on Facebook because that would just totally ruin it. For the guests that are coming, they don't want to be seeing what it's going to look like before, so we wouldn't dare.
Are the family quite well moved?
It's like a local celebrity, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, bigger than Kate and Will's.
A wedding on this scale does not come cheap, and with such high expectations from all involved, every detail has to be perfect.
Is it one of the bigger weddings you've done?
Yes, it is one of the bigger ones. It's nice doing a big wedding like this. It's just exciting, isn't it?
Thousands of pounds have been invested, flying in 6,000 roses, orchids and hydrangeas, especially from Holland.
It's been about a month to prepare. The brief was cream and pink. That was it, and as big as possible.
And no expense has been spared on a 20-piece brass band and a Victorian carousel. Jordan's mum, Helen, has come to the venue to make sure the money is being well spent.
8 people should be 16 normally. I feel a bit sick, but for no reason. I'm not ill or anything like that. I think it's just nerves. But you can still leave the stage this size. Everybody's really excited. I've had so many texts and phone calls and Facebook messages and been in the hairdressers and everybody's on a high.
Everyone was saying it's the talk of the town.
Oh, who told you that?
Everyone.
Really? Really? Yeah. Oh, well, no pressure.
Many wealthy brides don't stop spending money once the wedding is over. Some want the memory of their big day to last a lifetime. 40-year-old newlywed Kashmir married her husband Tim 6 months ago at not one, but 3 different ceremonies in South Africa and the UK.
Oh, I feel like the luckiest girl in the world.
Today, she's having her portrait painted in her wedding dress as a gift from her new husband.
What does this kind of thing cost?
Well, I suppose anything from 10,000 to 70,000. So
75, yeah, you know, something like this would be more at the top end because it's going to be a large painting. It's going to take a lot of time. So we'll sort of see how we get on.
Is it ever surprising that people are like, oh, yeah, that's fine, I'll pay, you know, £70,000 for a portrait?
Oh, yes. Yeah, yes, exactly. I'll try not to look surprised. Okay, oh, yes, of course. But, you know, incredible. But thank goodness, because I can pay the mortgage next month.
Caroline designed Cashmere a spectacular full-lace custom fishtail gown that took over a year to make.
Oh my gosh, you look lovely. Oh, that is beautiful.
Was it an expensive investment?
Yes. It was probably the price of a small car.
Did you have any special jewellery for the wedding?
Tim took me ring shopping because we tried on some yellow diamonds as well as plain white diamonds, and he just loved the yellow diamonds on me. Oh, God. So we then had this amazing magical experience of various jewellers flying rings in or making rings up for us to look at.
Oh my gosh, how exciting!
Yeah. So,
would you say diamonds are a girl's best friend?
Yes, they are now. I've turned into a bit of a diamond monster.
Rough idea of what it's going to look like. You look rather Spanish, actually. Like a flamenco dancer, a bit.
Cashmere will now have to wait 3 months to see the final masterpiece when it's revealed at a private party at Caroline's Knightsbridge boutique.
So magical. Absolutely mind-blowingly magical.
Less than 1% of brides in the UK spend over £40,000 on their wedding day. And it's for these elite brides that British designer Caroline Castigliano makes the most extravagant and opulent dresses.
They come to us for luxury. We have clients that come here that, have their own Learjet and fly into town. And they go, I'll just fly down to have a look at that swatch of fabric. So they're just in a different world.
So you don't do discounts?
If I was perfectly honest. I would say the more money they have, the more they request to have a discount. Without question. I have had many fathers ring me. They will describe to me that I need to understand the terrible situation they're in. The wife has spent this, they've booked this place for the reception, they've got this, they have people flying in from here. They really need help with the dress. And I can never quite understand that they've just described to me a wedding that's probably about to cost £100,000, but I'm meant to help with the dress. It's happened many times. Many, many times.
One family who haven't scrimped on their daughter's big day is that of 23-year-old hotel heiress Jordan. A team of staff is working tirelessly to ensure no flower is out of place and no tablecloth unironed.
I'm just feeling really excited. I haven't got nervous just yet. I think when I put my dress on, though, that'll be when. Oh, Lauren. Do not need it any tighter, Lauren.
Is that like a kick in the stomach? Oh,
good ass fall.
All right,
my
makeup. Right. Okay. You look like a Trump. You stunning. Okay, I'm not going to be nice. I know. I'm not going to be nice.
As the most anticipated wedding and the most eagerly awaited bride in the Northeast, no one can wait to see Jordan in her luxurious gown.
This is a good start.
With not one but 3 vintage limousines waiting, it's finally time for Jordan to make her way to the church in style, where her crowd of 300 guests are eagerly anticipating her arrival.
God is love, and those who live in love
live in God, and God lives in them. So, Matthew, will you take Jordan to be your wife?
I will.
Will you
Sorry.
love her? Exactly. That's what I like to see in a man. He's not holding back. Jordan, I give you this ring.
Jordan, I give you this ring
As a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
For richer, for poorer.
For richer, for poorer.
I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife.
With the formalities out of the way, luxury and extravagance can take centre stage at the opulent reception.
Weddings can be quite an expensive thing. Do you think it's worth the money on?
Of course it is. What can you do? You know, if you've got it, well, why don't you? It's no good in the bank, or no, is it? You may as well spend it. Have the best.
And Jordan is certainly getting the best. The epic ballroom is decorated with 6,000 flowers, 500 scented candles, and a designer white sparkling dance floor.
Quite extravagant for one day. It's a lot of money to spend for one day.
It's worth it. Every penny is worth it. It's been amazing. This is going to be the best wedding I've ever been to. Probably better than my wedding. Yeah. Well, you've not had a wedding yet. Yeah, but when I have a wedding, it's going to be better than that.
Oh, it's been absolutely fabulous. Everything's gone perfect throughout the whole day. And I've just felt really special wearing it all day, and loads of people have said I look really beautiful, so it's been nice.
It is an expense, but for me, it was worth every penny.
Does it ever surprise you the amount that people spend on weddings?
I believe that your wedding day this is nothing about the once. This is a memory. The most important people in your life have come to attend this day. It all comes down to the same thing. It's what you want to spend money on and what matters to you and how much money you have. It's all relative.
With a busy summer season in full swing, it's non-stop at the boutique for Caroline and her staff.
Oh, my dress. Very beautiful. You look like a princess. Look at the back. No, I love it. Absolutely love it.
Working with brides with such exacting standards requires perfection at every level.
With this sort of business, it's every single minute thing that matters. To me, it's from the window. It's from whether the cleaner cleaned the door properly. It's from the way the front door got opened. It's the way the telephone got answered. That's before we even get to actually dealing with what somebody actually desires for their wedding dress.
Are you a perfectionist?
Oh yes, without question. Yeah, I'm definitely major pain in the neck.
And perfection doesn't stop at the dress.
How exciting.
It's vital that some of Caroline's bride's accessories are just so. And there's one man they turn to who knows his diamonds from his crystals.
And so that is how it'll look when it's on. So you've got that lovely shape. Okay, I'm just going to take out 2 more. Give me a second.
Andrew Prince has been making bespoke accessories for Caroline's privileged brides for the last 5 years.
Are you a big fan of glamour?
Yes, yeah. Glamour has changed. Glamour, it became at one point very shiny. And that's really not glamorous, that's flashy, it's different. And I like opulence. Hooray! Fantastic. I think for me, it's this kind of detail, just get it absolutely correct.
Across town in his private studio, Andrew creates bejeweled masterpieces for the world's glitterati.
This is one, if anybody watched Downton Abbey. This was worn by Lady Edith. I think the most, I can talk about this now, but I mean the most high-profile one was I did an enormous great shoulder piece for Michael Jackson years ago. And it was when he was going through his phase, he was looking a little bit like, in fact, a little bit like Joan Crawford. Sort of dark hair and lots of makeup.
Tiaras particularly in fashion in weddings at the moment? Or?
Yes, they have returned. And tiaras are not Alice bands. When you put them on, it's a lot of brides make the mistake of they put them on, they do that. That is not how you put a tiara on. And there is a rule of thumb, and it really is a rule of thumb, which is you sort of, it seems rather ridiculous to me putting it on, but anyway, it's about there. And what you do is you put your thumb on your chin, index finger to the middle of your eyes here, transfer that to there, and then tip it back, and the base should be where your index finger is. If it's too far back to there, it elongates your face, and if it's too far forward, it shortens your face. It's a celebration, and that's the whole thing. Yes, we can be really sort of smug and factual about it and say, oh no, it's one should spend the money on something which is more practical. But what's more fun than just having a wonderful day?
3 months, 3 sittings, and £75,000 later, newlywed Kashmir's portrait is finally finished.
Have you seen the painting? I had a quick glance. Yes, looks fantastic. She looks fabulous.
Tonight, Cherie's masterpiece will be revealed at an exclusive party Caroline is throwing at her boutique.
Hey, Kashmir!
How are you?
Hi, darling. All right.
Oh, you were excited by this?
Yeah.
I think that over there might have something to do with me. That's what we're all here for today.
Kashmir and her husband Tim took 2 years off work to tie the knot, and the portrait is the culmination of their marriage celebrations.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what the finished article is. So I know what it's going to be, the style of it is, but how it actually portrays Kashmir, that's going to be the really interesting thing for me. Because she has such a beautiful effervescence about her, but it's how that she comes off the page, if you like, certainly off the canvas, and glows towards us.
So this is the unveiling of the painting, and I'm really thrilled that all of you are able to be here with us tonight. 1, 2, 3.
Wow!
Oh, you look beautiful!
That's you, baby. That's you in all your glory.
Oh, I'm so pleased. I didn't actually believe that she'd cry so much. She's so moved. So that is like the best reaction any artist can have, because you have so many doubts, and a painting can almost never be finished, never be perfect. So to have that response is lovely.
But how gorgeous your face
looks.
looks.
I love that face.
Absolutely amazing.
Oh.
That's you. And this is a very special moment for you to see you.
To me, to have something like that, and that cost you $75,000, it's hanging on the wall forever. Your grandchildren get it. Is it that expensive? I'm not too sure.
It's going to be the best work she's ever done.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the most incredible piece of art I've ever seen.
And that's what people...
It's better than Mona Lisa.
1,000 miles away in the south of Spain, preparations for 29-year-old Katie's wedding are well underway. Katie and her husband-to-be are marrying abroad as it means they can get more from their budget than in the UK. To make sure their money is well spent, they've hired the services of some of the most in-demand wedding planners in southern Spain.
We like to do everything perfect to the millimeter. When we make it this way, we go on the side and we make it again, but this way, so that everywhere you see, it's a perfect line. It's very important, of course, for us and for many of the customers to be perfect.
When luxury is the order of the day, every detail is under scrutiny and everything must be perfect.
No, I want to do this. The zip is at the front. And where are we going to put the photo booth? Here?
It's Katie being as their client. She being okay.
They are demanding, but it's okay.
Today I'm not nervous because everything's under control. I hope. I'm paying you to be nervous. I am a bride only once, so I am going to milk it for everything that it's worth. And we just swap the two. We could put it blocking for them to walk around.
Anything we've forgotten?
No.
No? You sure?
It's doing perfect. Everything good? Everything okay? Nothing, no mistakes, nothing?
Nothing.
Perfect.
Yes,
Okay.
bride.
Yes. And I want spaghetti bolognese for lunch, I've decided.
Okay.
Designer dressmaker Caroline Castigliano and her staff create custom bridal gowns for the world's elite.
The caliber client that comes in here are having weddings out of this world. They're having a fantasy wedding. The wedding dress is such a big part of it.
Although Caroline's clients are spending vast sums on their wedding, she likes to remind them about the more important aspects of the day.
I always try to say to people, the wedding is about the day, it's about being with the most important people in your life, it's about the man you're about to marry. Everything about it is what makes it special. But we're very fortunate in the fact that we do have people who fly from all over the world to get their dresses from us, and they're usually having quite spectacular occasions. So, and it's really nice being involved in that day.
One of these spectacular occasions is about to take place in the south of Spain. Self-confessed perfectionist Katie is getting ready for the big event, and her expectance for excellence doesn't stop at the dress and the venue.
More in the front, no? Hang on, can I do it? And then because I know where my natural... Oh, where's the clip? Ellie, where's the hair clip for my hair? And I need some strips at the front, coming forward, just to make it less sharp on the face.
You look amazing.
Let me see.
You look truly amazing.
Oh, thank you. Finish? We good? I just need my mother to sign off. Cheryl?
With the finest stitching, beading, and fabric that money can buy, Katie's fairy tale wedding gown is finally ready for its debut.
Words fail me. I am speechless, absolutely speechless. She looks amazing. I felt incredibly emotional, even though I've seen her in it a few times. There's nothing like seeing the real thing. Let the show begin.
Gracias. ¿Todo está bien?
After months of painstaking planning, the moment Katie has been waiting for has finally arrived.
Lanu al Yenehu Hava Kiddushin, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mekadesh Amo Yisrael al Yenehu. I'm very proud to pronounce on behalf of us all that you, Adam, and you, Katie, are now officially husband and wife. Mazel tov, mazel
The lucky guests are lavished with bubbles, a decadent dinner, and a spectacular party. But for Katie, it's her princess gown that has been the icing on the cake.
The dress has been incredible. What a reception I've had. Oh my gosh, people love it. And it's been great. It's a little heavy and a little hot, but it's all part of the fun, isn't it? But now it's bustled up, I've got my flat shoes on, and I'm going to see how it moves on the dance floor.
Despite all the glamour of the day, it's the romance and memory of the wedding dress that will never be forgotten.
You want to arrive in that day and be the essence of everything you are as a woman. You want that dress to be saying everything about who you are and your personality, your style. And always remember that that dress and that photograph of you on your wedding day, that is going to end up on your children's mantelpieces, your grandchildren's. It goes on and on and on. It's everything.